When we talk about relationships, I mean you and your partner. We all would love to have amazing relationships. We just want to have great relationships, and the one thing I noticed that people very rarely talk about that they would love to have a soulmate relationship. Why? Because soulmate is like out there, like is almost beyond our reach. Yes, there are people who have soulmate relationships, but people consider that as being rare. So when I mention to people, how would you like to have your relationship a perfect one, a soulmate relationship? They look at me and they say, is it possible? Well, I've got great news for you. Yes, it is possible for you, and I mean you, to create a perfect, a soulmate relationship. So the thing is, and this is extremely important what I'm just going to tell you, whatever you think in your wildest dreams, how powerful you are in your wildest dreams, you're barely scratching the surface of your true potential. You do have a power to create your relationship into a soulmate relationship. I had people who had abusive relationships, emotionally and even physically. And men and women can be on both sides. I taught them, and they did, how to create a soulmate relationship with the same partner without talking to them about the relationship, just purely using their mind to create it. And they did create the perfect soulmate relationships with the same partners. Do you realize how powerful you are? So if people can do that, can you turn your relationship into a soulmate? Of course you can. So let me tell you how you do that. The first thing is, whether you have a relationship few days, few years, or decades, you can create that relationship into a soulmate. I have a soulmate. I created an incredible soulmate. And my clients do that too. So, this is how we do it. The first thing is, you need to sit down for a few minutes and decide what is a perfect partner, a soulmate for you. Okay? In other words, if you had a perfect partner, if you had a soulmate, what would be the characteristics of that person for you? The perfect partner. When you think about it, it's extremely important that you use only positive words. This is like underlining, exclamation mark. Only positive words. So you don't say he or she doesn't do that. You say what they do instead. So what happened is this. You decide what is the perfect partner. If you had a perfect partner, what characteristic would that partner have? And then, you know what you do? You put a name, your partner's name, to this description. And you feel love for your partner, and you picture in your mind those characteristics. You need to do it every day. Do it a few times a day. You feel love for your partner and you put the characteristic. Love and picture, love and picture, love and picture. Why? Because you see, for you to create whatever you want, you need to become calm. You see, for you to create whatever you want, you have to feel good. When we feel love, because we create everything in our lives by the way we feel. So when we feel love, we feel good. When we feel love, we automatically become calm. So when we feel love, we become calm. We have to have the picture. In other words, what is that I want? We have the picture in our mind, what we want to create. And guess what happens? We play that over and over and over again every day. Now the question is, how long is it going to take me, you will ask me, to create that soulmate relationship? The answer is very simple. How quickly you are going to see only beauty in your partner. In other words, how quickly you're going to change how you feel about your partner. That's how quickly. The more often you do, the more love you feel, the faster it's going to happen. So what you do is you play this every day, you feel love and you picture. You feel love and you picture. Give you a great example. One of my clients said to me, Amanda, I wish my husband pays more attention to me. And I wish he brought me flowers sometimes. The first thing I said, do you talk to your husband about it? She said, yeah, I told him all the time. Pay more attention to me. Would be nice if you show me some respect and brought me some flowers. Well, the first thing we do, we don't talk about these things. If you want to create it, use your mind, not this. So, I ask her to feel love for her husband and put in her mind what this would look like paying attention to her. So he listens to her, right? So love and picture, right? He is attentive, whatever it is. Now, if you are a man listening to this, it's the same about your wife. No difference. And then I said, picture him bringing you flowers. Feel love for him and see him bringing you flowers. Around 3 weeks later, she comes in and she says, oh my gosh, Amanda, would you believe it? He brought me flowers. Would you believe me? He is more attentive. I said, well, keep going until you create this perfect. So, yes, you can create that relationship into a perfect one. I'll tell you another little example. My client told me that he was married at the time 15 years. And one thing that really felt like this about was his wife vacuuming, and then instead of wrapping the cord nicely around the handle of the vacuum cleaner, she will throw it there, and then he says he will go pick it up, it will all be tangled, and he'll go like, he said, I was living this. And for 15 years, he said, I've been telling her, please put this cord around the handle. Please do that. So what did I say to him? Okay, we don't talk about this anymore. Instead, what we do is you use your mind. So every time she finished, what do? You feel love for her and you see the cord nicely wrapped around the handle. Just use your mind. Love and picture, love and picture, love and picture, right? He did exactly what I asked him to do. Around 3 weeks. It's funny, very often happens. Things happen around 3 weeks, little things. He says to me, Amanda, this is incredible. It's hard, to believe that this happened. I said, I believe anything because I know how powerful we are. I said, what did happen? He said, I am going to get the vacuum cleaner and I'm looking without talking about it. The cord is nicely wrapped around the handle. Why all of this happens like that? Because you know what? You create everyone and everything in your life, including your partner. That's why you can create them perfect. And the most incredible thing is when they come to you and they say, I am so happy. My life is so incredible. That is absolutely priceless. I have a client, this is like many stories. I've been doing this for 15.5 years. So it's so many stories. Her client was on the verge of getting divorced. And the love between them was gone. We started the program. And she started to learn how to use her mind. And what happened was she created such an incredible relationship. And her husband came to her as she's doing this. The way I'm telling you, as she's doing this, she says, my husband just told me I'm falling in love with you again. Now, the relationship is so incredible and so amazing that they have people all around them saying, I've never seen a relationship like that. Oh my gosh, your relationship is incredible. What are you doing? Go and see Amanda. Because you can do it. She is glowing. He is glowing. I just saw him once on Skype when I was having session with her because I have clients all over the country and all over the world. And I saw him and he just waved to me and he says, just keep going to Amanda. What is incredible, the relationship we have. And she says, we can get hands out of each other. The passion is there. The love is there. And a soulmate relationship. So, can you do that? Of course you can do that. You see, your power, my client's power, everybody's power on this planet, 7 billion of us, we all have the same power. We just need to know how to do it. Now, you are single and you would like to have a soulmate relationship. You can create a partner and soulmate relationship. I'm going to give you a very cute example. One of my clients was going to the gym, on regular basis, and he told me that there's this lady in the gym that he would love to ask out, but his confidence needed to grow a little bit more in order to do that. So he said, I really look at her and I don't know how to do it. I have, she will probably, say something I would like different answer to, This is what I said to him. How about you create her coming and talking to you? He looked at me and said, can I do that? I said, oh yeah, of course you can do that. You can create her coming to you and start talking to you. Well, it's different different coming and asking the girl out or creating, her coming to you. Your confidence can be on a different level, right? So I said, feel love for her and picture in your mind that she's coming to you and talking. Around 3 weeks, the funny term, okay, around 3 weeks, she came to him and she started talking and he asked her out. To make the long story short, they just got married. And they are so happy. And knowing what to do, he created her as a soulmate. And he created this relationship as a soulmate. One of my clients was so funny. He was in a bar, sitting with the group of friends, and he said, look at this gorgeous girl there. And he said, well, she will come and talk to us. No, they said. He used his mind, the girl came. You can create literally anything. So I have another client who was single lady, and she's divorced. And she said, I would love to have amazing relationship. And I said, amazing is great. How about soulmate? Soulmate? I said, yeah. You see, my husband is my soulmate. You can create soulmate relationship. And really? Well, she has this incredible man. Now, it's still new relationship, but it's so good. She says, Amanda, I feel like this is it. This is the soulmate relationship. It's progressing like so incredibly. So whether you have relationship, you create it into a soulmate, or whether you create the soulmate partner, you can do all of it. So you can create your life truly, truly magical. Have absolutely magical day.